Hello and welcome back. I'm Snevens, and today we're going to be playing some Slay the Princess. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, this is a psychological horror game. Pretty sure. Let me know what your favorite kind of game is. Not game, horror game. Genre, specifically. I want to know what kind of horror games you guys like.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Am I a monster? Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Or, at the end of the world? Okay, they're going to explore. You consider that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? There's so many options here. I wanted to off a monarch. Oh yeah, actually.
A spirit.
I'd always like to kill the rich. Burn
You
them.
make your way up the
Eat 'em.
short path to the cabin. You'll
Is
find
she in a
the
tiny
princess
cabin?
within.
What's with this roof?
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That's
Ignore
debatable.
him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceeding to the cabin. I like to slay people. I'm into horror games. Also, I've been playing Pokemon
The
or
interior
Power World
of
lately.
the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor of the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Why is there... what?
You take the blade from the table.
Just sitting on a
It'd be
table.
rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Am I a monster? My hand looks like a monster's hand. I do like it's how it
The door
changed
to the
my
basement creaks open,
mouse.
revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's
Didn't
there?
realize this was a story game.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's
Confident.
the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Got my delicious tea in my cauldron cup. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
I love this cup.
Great.
Got it for Halloween one
You
year.
gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I don't need surprise. She's a princess. She can't be that
You
strong.
walk
And she's
down the
chained up.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Why was I saying here to
Focus
kill
on
a
the
chained up
task
lady?
at
Why don't you just leave her here till she starves to death?
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, I wasn't joking. I'm just here to talk, steal your nerves, and step forward. What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Nah, you're definitely wrong.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
No.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, tenure drip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Why?
You step forward.
You don't look
your
very
grip
strong.
on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
That's true.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not
I'm
armed?
positive. I'm not. but we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
It's true.
Hesitating. Why don't...
You dropped a knife, and two of us can be civilized. Okay, hold on.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Well, this is gonna get square.
You stare at the princess, squinting.
My
She
powerful
squints back.
gaze.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
That's right. Staring contest.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually,
It's gonna be her.
someone is
I'm winning
going
this.
To have to blink.
I'm a winner.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Wow.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed
Look at her
carotid
teeth.
artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better
Should get that
finish your
knife from.
task quickly before you run out of time. With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of
I'm
you
pretty sure I
collapse
would've
on the
died.
floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
somehow I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well then. The razor.
You're on a path in the woods.
Wait, what?
And at the end of that path is you're here to slay.
Okay.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Which of the cheated?
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
You're
Yeah,
wrong.
That's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us.
To death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason
What?
to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I was made to die in this job. Well then, deja vu there. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally
It
just
hasn't.
happened.
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
That's probably not true. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions,
Anything.
but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If
Nah,
you're
it's you.
back here,
You're lying
I'm
to me.
assuming
You're
you
gaslighting
died,
me.
which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Pretty sure I
You
listened to
did
you.
exactly what you said. Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened. But congratulations,
No.
you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
They
What do you
didn't.
mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw
Interesting.
this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Proceed to the cabin. Let's talk about the
Just
princess.
be quick about it.
All she did last time around was stabbing you to death. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
Don't complicate things. All she did was around stabbing you to
She
death.
just can. But she's still only a princess. You're
Maybe
fully
she's
up to the
like
task you've been
really
given,
good at ruling
so long
armies
as you remember
and people.
that.
Maybe she's like the demon queen. Killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't
Like
happen
I
again?
said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her. Don't trust
go
her.
in,
Just
do
go
your
in,
job,
do
and
your
save the
job
world.
and save the world.
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
You're being cagey. Why aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
I don't know. People locked her away, then why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
I don't believe
You're
you.
the only person capable of doing this.
Yeah, I don't
Call it
believe this is a prophecy.
if
I'm
that
pretty sure you
helps.
just want me to die, so
Just
I'm
the way
the
things
hush
are.
person.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
If anyone's special here, it's her.
Feels like a
That was
narcissist
a
trying to
nasty
convince
trick
me of
she
something.
pulled on us.
Great. Now, if you don't mind,
And away we go. Good call.
seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Well, I got here somehow, didn't I?
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yeah, sure, that sounds right.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
You're crazy.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
I'm gonna get out of here.
Remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already
Takes the
outlined
situation.
the
If you don't
stakes
do your
of the
job, everyone dies.
situation.
Like dies,
If
dies,
you
dies
don't
forever.
do your job, everyone dies. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Okay.
Something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Nothing is getting fuzzy.
What's going on? Where are we?
That
What?
son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
We're getting cheated again. All around you is unwound. It's physical matter replaced by a texture. Nothingness. It is quiet. It is distant rumbling. A sound of many sounds. Undelusions. Pulse out or something other comes out. What the frick? Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities bind your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You're no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It's the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Chapter 1. Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay.
Killing the princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? End of the world?
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Guess we're going in.
You make your
We're
way
actually
up
restarting
the
this
short
time.
path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning. She will. We're not going to ignore.
Okay. Ignore everything she says. I got you. What if we just
The
kill
interior
her?
blade.
Take the blade. Enter the basement.
The daughter. Her.
Who's
She said, "Don't let it."
Just checking on you. Hey, continue
Good.
down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
There's a heavy
with the
chain around her
princess.
wrist. Binding her
There's
to
a heavy
the far
chain.
wall.
She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
and there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Still your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh,
What happens if we just kill
we're
her?
talking then. Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And
Only
if
weapon
that
you have,
knife
you'll
is
have to
the
get
only
close
weapon
enough
you
to use
have,
it.
so
She's unarmed. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh
didn't expect
easily
it.
give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
oh,
Yeah, I think I'm a monster.
this is it.
I like scales
isn't
or
it?
something.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes,
She's invincible.
even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Has to be. Of course she is. I'm not sure. I feel like she has some kind of trick up her sleeve.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Didn't let me choose the other options.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
That was it?
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine.
What's going on?
It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I'll be happy.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past.
Was I not supposed to kill the princess?
This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone.
I feel like the narrator's
me.
evil.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
I'm not happy. No, we're happy. I'm
Really?
sure of it.
Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy
What the
still
hell?
has plenty of meaning.
What's
Please
happening?
Shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices' pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you
I think
pass
the narrator's
into
evil.
a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending. You did it. You saved everything. Dead lady. Dead lady good. That was it, guys. We won. You killed a lady, you get the good ending. That was drawn by a toddler. Thank you so much for playing, and as an expression of our gratitude, use a task, track, order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Yeah, you did it! Join our subreddit somewhere else. Make your playlist, play our other games, return to the main menu. Alright, we'll do a new game. Hold on.
You're on a path. You're here.
Well, have you considered maybe the only reason she's going, well, because she's locked
While
up?
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, Let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she
She's
is dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the
World
cabin,
end, and there's no
the
changing
world
that.
will end.
Let's get the
And
princess to
there
leave
is
the
no
cabin.
changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you...
Okay, well, killing princess seems bad, though. Okay, hold on.
You make your way. A warn, she will... We're not going to ignore...
She's gonna lie to me. I got it. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna go in. We're not gonna bring the knife.
The blade is...
I don't need no knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly... Her voice...
Hello? Is someone there?
She sounds weaker.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
She doesn't sound in control.
Don't let it fool you. It's
She's
all
definitely trying to
part of the
fool us.
manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
It's not like she can't kill me anyways.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble,
Will it work?
but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
I'm like a dragon lizard thing. I'm a lizard guy.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's got a knife,
There's a
though.
heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
What happens if she kills
She's
me?
Beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Nope.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
Let's see what I could do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge
I
mistake.
think we should talk to her next time.
No, you're
She's
doing
probably
the
gonna
right
kill me.
thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy.
Hey,
Far
you
too
could,
solid
like,
for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
be a little more happy about this.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
They might have. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Your teeth are crazy. You're a demon for sure.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door
She means
at
like
the
cutting
top
our
of the
arm
stairs
off.
slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
It's just a wooden door.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Lock the
You're
door.
here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
What
You
in the
make
hell?
your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well, there's no way I'm
Easier
killing her
for
now.
who?
She's got her own knife.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Oh, for sure.
There's a
We're
slight
fucked.
panic rising in the princess's voice.
This is how it ends.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she
Jesus.
rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Nah, we're freeing her.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
This is fricked.
You cut into her flesh.
Yeah, I'm like a lizard person. Maybe a dragon person?
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her
That's
limb
good.
falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, she didn't freak out at all.
She didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
I'm not a
How is
human.
she
I don't
still
care that much.
smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
She's
Thank
not.
you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair,
Oh, no.
her body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
There was an option to warn her.
You hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I think she
The
would try to
body
kill me.
lunges forward,
Oh, no.
the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The
Resist.
blade. Move the blade.
We're not moving the blade. Guy, we're not killing her.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
We ain't killing her.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Nah, she's
Whatever.
fine.
She sinks the blade into your chest again and again
Holy
and
jeez.
again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor.
I think it's gonna
your
reset
blood
before she can
pooling
escape.
around you, your limbs
And then it's
unresponsive.
not gonna have her being
Princess
escaped.
stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark.
It's not over.
And you die. You're on a path in the woods. And at the end
Oh, we're on
of that
chapter 2
path
now.
is a cabin. And in the you're here.
Wait, hasn't this already happened? You're in for it now. I'm wise to your
My
tricks.
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Voice of
We're
this
going
man.
to save our beloved. We'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes,
We'll
you'll
try
have to
this
be
again.
very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
All of them.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Probably.
What can I say?
And pick on something
a world
else.
without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Oh, whoa, hold on. Apparently right-click does that. Assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother? Proceed to the cabin. I feel like we don't tell him about what's happening. We're good.
Before you, she will. I think I do. But I also speak from the heart.
Passions
My
are too
passions
great to
are
be
too
stifled.
great to
They
be
must be
stifled.
expressed.
They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not.
Didn't mean to right-click.
Don't pay their bickering any mind.
Proceed to the cabin. We're gonna bring the knife and then drop it. Seems like he's gonna give me the knife
The
anyways.
interior of the blade.
Oh, well, hold on. I should have read that. It's different now?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because,
You guys
again,
are really good at
there
gaslighting.
isn't a mirror.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I
That's a
am.
great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her. We shouldn't waste time.
I'm not
preening.
people.
If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
That's true.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the... I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword.
We do
That
need
way
sword.
she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Yes.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use
Yeah, we'll be
arguing
fine.
over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need...
You need to do your job.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Oh, it looks
revealing
nice.
an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the
Ooh.
torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim
nice now.
firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for
Nah,
everyone's
we're head over
sake,
heels.
You're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of them. You walk
manipulation.
down the stairs and lock eyes
Oh,
with
wow.
the
She's in a much better
princess.
dress now.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
She looks even prettier.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You have a
she
giant
can't
mirror
hear
behind
me,
you.
right?
Or window.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your
Yes.
spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Wait, come
Do
back?
you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't
Yes.
it? Waiting
are
for you
heroes.
to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Yes.
She killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. and you've
Yeah.
died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but
What's done is done.
Is done.
I like the
What
multiverse.
matters is you
That's
have a
nice.
chance to do
I like
it
that there's a
right this
multiverse here.
time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you.
These worlds are still
This is
here.
horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
At least we
Now,
won't be alone.
Hold on, if she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never
for
saw
sure.
a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him?
I agree.
He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
My job is to save her. To cut you out again. I really didn't care for that last time. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking. I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body.
Well, we
That's
did tell her we were
practically
about to kill
telling
her.
to us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick
It was
to
either
assign
us or her.
kindness. You're just opening yourself up to
We
manipulation.
were trying to kill her. Before we start talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Listening to
Yes.
her, that's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end. I have a feeling one way or the other the world's ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin for them all.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you.
Seems like it's
Oh,
gonna
it
die
moves
regardless of
me.
what we do.
Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy. By destroying the world? Apparently, yes.
Maybe I should have not asked her. Do I have to cut you out again? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's
Doubt it.
okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that
And
in stride.
positive
To
reinforcement. I'm
a
telling you what.
surprising extent. And almost that's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She
Maybe.
doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Does she have a narrator?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't
we have
be
other
laying
options?
a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
This shackle is smaller.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead.
like I'm a
and
monster
slay
too.
her. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... Yes.
I missed it.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest,
We'll
I
end
will
our life
end
without a
our life
second
without
thought.
a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach
just
the princess
took
and
it off her
gingerly
wrist.
slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you.
Just let her out
there's
easily.
no
Why
life
couldn't
more
she
worth
just come out
living
on her
than
own?
that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and
Uh-huh.
smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You
Nah, we're
know
good.
what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
No, we won't.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we
That
do.
sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my
Nah.
doubts, but the choice has been made, and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And
Oh, she does.
what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and
What?
the lock clicks.
The window.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not
I
fair.
could just reach through
We're
the window.
supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Oh no, we're
Of course
totally in
you
love.
wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Couldn't
And
possibly
listening
know
to
how
this,
much we're in
you
love.
don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try it together. I think I got this. Open the door yourself.
Okay. Yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
It just opened.
I knew it. Your
Power
words
of
are
love.
no match for the
That's what it
pure
was.
strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not
Not
see
to
it
get
sober.
sober.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yeah, we're gonna live
Yes,
together
I suppose
forever.
You are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you
Oh.
step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Oh, here it comes.
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Wait, what? That's what they hand. Oh, they're gonna take her body then. Maybe the world is going to end. It seems like it ended anyways. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her
She's
place.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Spoiler narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? A villain vanquished.
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Let's find the mirror. Doesn't look like a mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while?
Can't hurt, right? Voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Is this me? It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. What is happening? You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't understand. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
That a metaphoric? The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Is that good?
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Just let her out of there. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But you were always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Kind of. Oh, there's a lot of options. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Huh.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That's true.
I know only that they are. Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There
Some kind of
is
crazy
no exit,
world-destroying entity.
but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh, should we make the evil princess?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
That's fair. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Return. I was sent to slay this princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
You're gonna destroy everything, huh? Okay, well, whatever. What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished.
Okay.
Everything, until we meet again. If you need time. You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What
Okay.
textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If
Maybe.
you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh, the game closed. Well, this video is almost an hour, so I guess I'll just end it there. Yeah, the game, it just closes itself when you make the choice to remain with her forever. So anyways, I guess I'm just going to end this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.